No wonder these guys couldn't get the boulder open. You have Yugi, Tristan, and Joey literally putting their backs into it, and then you got Taya and Bakura just standing around doing nothing. Get to pushing, you lazy assholes!
Yeah, this thing ain't budging, boys and girls!
Unless Bakura identifies himself as a female, there's only one girl in the cave with you. Unless Joey is once again talking to his sister, prompted the video flashback for the 1000th time.
So it could be leading us right to him.
Pegasus is somehow watching the upcoming tag team match well before the gang could even enter the Labyrinth room and meet the Paradox brothers. The screen even has the Pharaoh already in control of the duel as well. I know that Pegasus can see things thanks to his Millennium Eye, but there's no way his TV screen can as well.
The ring is pulling me this way!
All the Millennium Ring is doing is pointing in the right direction. It's not like it's also pulling Bakura to the point of running, otherwise he definitely would have tripped over by now. There is no doorway leading to the lair of the Paradox brothers, so unless there's a giant spotlight shining in this specific area, that white door should not even be there. The gang definitely should be able to see the dueling arena.
You must agree!
I already know I gotta deal with literally 3 episodes of these rhyming Paradox brothers, but I'm immediately throwing in 10 cents because they replay the same scene of the brothers jumping, flipping, and the precise moment their feet hit the ground throughout all 3 of them.
Like a tag team?
I never heard of anyone dueling like that.
Tristan, you literally know nothing about duel monsters, so it doesn't surprise me one bit that you never heard of a tag team duel. I'm pretty sure it's not out of the realm of possibility that multiple participants can duel at once.
Brothers, Paradox. Me and Yugi are gonna clean your clocks.
Sorry, Joey, but that attempt at a comeback really sucks. But so does this entire rhyming scheme, so I don't give 2 fucks.
We'll both have enough star chips to gain entrance into the castle.
Unless 3 other duelists manage to secure the 10 star chips while we're stuck down here. I'm speaking metaphorically, I know that these are the main characters.
That's why Pegasus pays my brother and me.
Your grammar sucks. You meant I, not me. Are you rhyming because you couldn't lay off the weed?
Teamwork from here on out.
We'll be the team, you do the work.
Fuck you.
Why would he play that card? It doesn't even have any attack points.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because he played it in freaking defense mode where the points are up to 3,000? What, are you about to tell me that monsters can only be played in attack mode in the first turn? What? We haven't seen Seto Kaiba since the middle of last night and he is still not even close to Pegasus' castle? See what I meant about how he should have landed his helicopter nearby the castle itself? He's been walking for at least 6 to 10 hours by now. Also, Seto knows that Mokuba is kidnapped and held prisoner, but he's in no rush to actually approach the castle. If I were on a rescue mission to save my brother, I would have been hauling ass with 2 wait, 4 kids. I would have been running with invisible pointers in each hand, and I would point at everyone I see until they magically fall over and take a nap on the ground with their eyes wide open and a look of shock on their face at my pointing skills.
Soon Pegasus will be sorry.
Judging by how long I've been walking, he will more than likely be sorry within the next day or 2.
If just one duelist loses, then his teammate loses with him.
Well, that doesn't seem logical at all. A better way to do this would be elimination style. Then we'd be in a total Survivor series.
I will play, then Yugi, then my brother, then Joey, then back to me!
Parrot declares that he will make the first move right after Doc's already made the first move, but since he said the order of who will move next, it should be Joey's turn now. But when we get to the next move, it's the Pharaoh who begins. Also, this is a shocker for now, but not a surprise for later episodes in the season. After Dox activates the Labyrinth wall, it takes nearly half the freaking episode before the next move is made, which explains why this is the first ever 3-episode duel.
And what do you mean one door leads to despair? That's not fair!
Oh, I get it. It was an editing error on the part of the production crew, as we have already seen this image of Pegasus watching this precise moment of the tag team match. In that case, thanks for spoiling what our heroes were about to go through, assholes. While you're at it, can you show us the Pharaoh attempting to murder Seto Kaiba at the top of the castle? This sequence of Joey trying to figure out the riddle of the door should definitely have been saved for after the duel when the next test began. Would have added more to the tension for later. Right now it's a waste of time because they still have to win the match first. Each character requires a different split screen to get the reactions to the Paradox brothers pointing to their doors. This cute little sequence showed Joey speaking with Para, but when we show the reality of Dox joining him, why isn't there a miniature Yugi as well, since he's also part of this tag team in Riddle?
Let's duel now and figure out the door dilemma later.
That's what I'm saying!
I'll go first.
So I'm guessing we are going backward on the move order since Para declared himself, followed by Yugi, followed by Dox, followed by Joey, because we're going in the opposite direction.
Because they can focus on attacking the weakest duelist first.
You mean Joey?
Well, did you honestly expect Tristan to mean the Paradox brothers would target the Pharaoh first? I get that he's a moron, but he's not that much of a moron. Dox is the one who played the Labyrinth wall, yet it is nowhere to be found on his side of the field, not even on the field spell section. So how is the Labyrinth wall even standing when he has no card for it on the field? Considering you two just left your dueling field, that technically means you both forfeited. Yugi and Joey have won the tag team match by forfeit, and we can move on from this.
A toast to Yugi for winning the first round.
But fuck Joey, for Pegasus's fucks can never be found. Do I even want to ask what Zeto's plan was to make that bully surrender given the way he tackled him down to the ground?
I'm almost to Pegasus's castle.
Second episode into this trilogy and Kaiba still has not reached the castle. This has gotta be the most casual rescue mission I have ever seen. Also, good thing he is Seto Kaiba, otherwise starvation would have killed him by now since he likely hasn't eaten after the hacking situation yesterday morning. Might explain why he's a lot thinner though. Attention, duelists! My hair is Pegasus's most trusted muscle and can't even take a single jab from my opponent.
Gonna start by getting me into that castle.
So if Kaiba never found Chemo, what was his plan to enter the castle? Guess we'll never know since it's irrelevant by now.
Raising Axe Raider's attack power by 500 points.
Axe Raider forgot to gain his 500 extra attack points from the last episode when Joey activated Kunai with Chain. You didn't think I noticed, did you?
Forward 5 spaces.
Wait a minute, since Dark Magician leaped ahead 5 spaces and never touched any except the one he landed on, doesn't that mean he technically went through 1 space? If Wall Shadow could access the field without the worrying of going across spaces, how does this not count?
He activated my trap.
Ryman moron, for that right there is not a trap card. Instead, it's a monster Oh fuck, that was close. You fought. Yeah, that'll do.
In defense mode.
Aren't you gonna tell us what it is?
I was about to send Joey for being a moron when it comes to hiding face down cards, but then remembered this entire season so far has done a terrible job keeping cards hidden, which I will sin again.
Dark magic attack.
The Dark Magician went from using the Force to using Force Lightning. He really is a Star Wars fan, even despite how old he technically is.
Don't you think we should ring the bell?
I think you should shut your mouth.
Seto Kaiba is the absolute best. This is definitely not going to be the only time I remove a sin for his hilarious comebacks.
Where are you?
I'm just saying, Mokuba may have faith in Seto, but there is absolutely no way he figures Seto will just show up and rescue him due to having no idea where he is. At least from his perspective.
Now we're gonna clean your clocks.
And after they lose, they can suck on your socks. Sorry guys, it's 4 kids. I had to censor it with something else. Definitely explains why this is the first 3-episode duel, since it takes absolutely forever to get out of the Labyrinth maze.
I've got a bad feeling about those boxes.
You're worried about the boxes? I'm more concerned that the background suddenly turned into a swampy river.
Is Joey nuts? His swordsman was safe.
Joey has dueled long enough to acquire strategies, yet Tristan continues to have absolutely zero faith in his best friend, which further adds to why he really should not be here at all.
A monster who will annihilate.
But first we're going to do this jump and flip routine for literally the 15th time of this duel.
Don't be so downbeat, Bakura.
Says the guy who had no faith in anything Joey did in this duel. Tristan flip-flops some best friend to a total asshole faster than the Big Show switch from heel to babyface in WWE.
I'm much bigger and much stronger than you are.
That threat would only work if Kaiba didn't totally own your ass with a single jab to the midsection, Chemo.
Mokuba!
My brother's here!
But we're going to have to wait for another episode before he finally arrives, even despite being within talking distance. I would be concerned about the Flame Swordsman being destroyed by the Gate Guardian had we not switched to the next episode of this duel. That literally gave it away that the Swordsman would be completely spared. What happened to the dueling arena? It somehow shrunk. Did someone play a magic card that causes the entire field to shrink down to size?
Give it up, Kaiba. We know you're in here somewhere.
I look down for 1 second and hear what sounds like the Pharaoh taunting Seto Kaiba, causing me to have a total mindfuck. These tunnels are not even tall enough for Kaiba to hide on the ceiling like he's Spider-Man, and yet somehow it works. Speaking of, how the hell did he achieve Spider-Man powers in the first place? Magnets attached to his briefcase? The Pharaoh reveals that the Gate Guardian activated the spellbinding circle when it flooded the labyrinth. However, if that were the case, the circle should have ensnared the Gate Guardian immediately. Also, Flood in the Labyrinth activated the hidden spellbinded circle, yet somehow the Dark Magician is not destroyed. If the water activates whatever was inside the hats, that should also include destroying the Magician.
Oh, yes!
Joey can somehow see this giant dox appear behind him. I know it's anime, but even that makes things awkward. Since I've been so used to seeing the duel monsters being massive holograms, it is weird to see a miniature Black Skull dragon as a result of the field being a labyrinth.
Gate Guardian! Attack!
Parrot declares the Gate Guardian to attack the Dark Magician while it's still the Pharaoh's turn. Dumbass made an illegal move.
Shuriken! Title Shield!
One of the cool moments of this duel was using one of the pieces of Gate Guardian against it. Gotta love it when they play Reborn the Monster and resurrect a monster from the opponent's side of the field.
After all, if I'm to use this monster replace card...
Oh, screw off. You did not have that card for this convenient moment because you had no idea how a Labyrinth tag team duel works nor what it was. One of the most ridiculous examples of plot convenience in the series.
Bravo, Kaiba. Bravo.
Sure, Pegasus has the power of a Millennium item, but surely it takes time to activate, which in turn allows Seto to begin whooping his ass, right? I know I'm wrong, but it's wishful thinking.
What do you mean there's another test?
Go back to Pegasus confronted the Kaiba brothers. Or better yet, you should have shown us this scene before Seto reached Mokuba.
Any bright ideas?
Don't I always? Zero respect.
Joey Wheeler would be great as Cinemasons 2 expansion.
Door that I have chosen.
Ah, Kaiba.
Stop switching back and forth between scenes. Granted, I prefer to watch this confrontation scene, but now when we're just getting geared up for the door decision scene.
You can change which door leads to which path.
If that is the case, how does the Paradox brothers just let them pass? If they can simply alter the path with a trick up their ass.
I should take you down right now for what you've done to Mokuba.
Even if the attempt failed, why is it taking this long for Seto to at least try to attack Pegasus for kidnapping Mokuba? His brother loses his soul all because Seto took too long monologuing. Wow, that has got to be the most uninterested groan of pain I've ever heard. For someone who's experiencing Millennium magic for the first time, Seto Kaiba already doesn't give a damn.